Welcome to Thriving on Purpose, the YouTube channel. Hello, gorgeous people. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Thriving on Purpose, the YouTube channel, where we share stories of hope, inspiration, and motivation to show ladies that not only can life be good after breast cancer, but that it can be better than ever before. I am your host, D. Manuel Cloud. I am a two-time breast cancer survivor. I'm an international I'm an international speaker, a best-selling, Amazon best-selling author, and a breast cancer recovery strategist. And what that means is I help breast cancer survivors share their stories for income, impact, and advocacy so that, again, we can show ladies that not only can life be good after breast cancer, but that it can be better than ever before. And today, I have with me the gorgeous Tyronza Harris. Tyronza. Say good morning to the people and make sure I'm saying your name right.
Good morning. Early morning for her, late morning for me. I'm on the East Coast, but good morning.
Good morning. So we're coming to y'all from Houston, Texas, and where else, Tyronza?
VA,
VA is in
Emporia,
the house.
Virginia.
VA is in the house, ladies. So listen, Tyronza, I always like to just start these interviews by asking how old you were when you were first diagnosed and the type of diagnosis. And the reason I like to ask those two questions is because I think it helps the ladies watching to relate to us, because the first thing we want to know is what type of breast cancer did you have and how young were you when you were diagnosed? So share that with us.
Okay, I was 42 years old. I had just turned 42 when I found the lump on my breast.
So you found your own lump.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
I love that. I found my own too. So tell me what your diagnosis was. I was stage 2 inductal carcinoma.
Okay, I was stage 2 triple negative breast cancer. With a
Mm,
this lump was about 2.1 centimeters.
wow. So triple negative, ladies, for those watching, I have been informed is a very aggressive type of breast cancer. And it seems to be affecting Black women more than any other population. I did one of these YouTube interviews with Ricky Fairley, the CEO of Touch, the Black Breast Cancer Alliance, and she dropped some real live statistics on Black women and breast cancer clinical trials, and specifically triple negative. So check that out too if you get a chance. So tell me, Tyronza, the treatment plan that you opted in for. And I always say opted in because I want ladies to know that you have choices, right? Your medical team can say, this is what we've come up with, and you can ask why. How did you come up with that plan? Right. So tell me the treatment plan you opted in for.
So when I went to see my oncologist, shout out to Virginia Cancer Institute, several locations in the Virginia area. I love them. So he pulled me in. He said, just like you said, you have an aggressive type of breast cancer. We need to get started. Um, you look good. You're pretty healthy. It should be a breeze for you. And then he started drawing on his little whiteboard. And he said, take a picture of it. Um, so with that, I had 16 rounds, and I opted into what he said because I have a first cousin survivor, and she said, "Do not sit around and wait. Do what the doctors tell you to do." He said to me, 16 rounds of tamoxifen,
Mm-hmm.
and once every 3 weeks with Keytruda. Of course, you get the carbo, the AC, and all of those ACs and TCs and so forth. So that was first, and he said my phase two would be only I think it was six, either 6 or 9. I think it was 9. Let's do 9. 9 doses of a Keytruda once every 6 weeks. Once the all the intense drugs were out of the way. So I opted into what he said.
Okay. All right. Are you on any breast cancer medications now?
I'm currently not on any breast cancer meds right now. I went to see my oncologist yesterday. Matter of fact, a year to date ago, I had just finished my Keytruda. So last year, this time, I was on my final, and I call it the grand finale of immune therapy under my doctor's care. So yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
currently.
I love hearing that. So tell me how you feeling now, Tyronza. And you just saw your doctor yesterday. How are you feeling about the future and your path moving forward? I know I threw that question in there, but just roll with it.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Um, there's a spin to this because I also had to deal with heartbreak in the midst of me going through breast cancer. And I have an answer for your question a little later. That other question that you asked, I couldn't wait. But I'm getting back because I thought that I wouldn't get back. I was like really, really down in the dump 6 months ago. I was messed up. And of course that was still during my journey. Last year, this time, I'm like, oh, so I'm slowly getting back. I'm laughing more, I'm smiling more, and I continuously pray. So if you see me in church, if you see a video of me in church and I'm crying out, I have a reason to cry out. So
Amen.
I'm living life. I am doing what, look, if someone invite me, I'm going because I want to be there. I want to be around people that are laughing and smiling. I just want to have a good time. I'm 44 now. So it's 2 years later and I'm just, I'll be 50 soon. That time is flying.
Time is
But
flying.
yeah,
But let me tell you something, Taranza. As a woman over 50, life it just continues to get better, right? I like it just gets better. And I love what you said about being around people who uplift your spirits, who make you laugh, who bring out that joy in you, because I think that that's what it's all about. It's about who we surround ourselves with, because I don't think that we're meant to be alone. I don't think that we're meant to go through this journey alone. And because I don't think that we're meant to be alone, who we surround ourselves is super important. So I love that you spend your time seeking out joyous opportunities. Go, girl. You
yes, I
got
like the way you put that. And I spend time with my girls. My oldest daughter is 21, and she was actually in her second year of college when all this started, or her second semester. And I did not want her to worry. And she's done great. She took 2 summers and went to 4-H camp with the kids. And this summer she decided to stay home. So we in the streets
be
every chance
outside.
we get.
Y'all better be outside.
Yes, we are outside and looking
I
cute
love
while
it.
we out. Yes, so
I love it. I love it. I love going. My youngest is 24, and that's my girl. My oldest is a boy. But my girl and I, we have so much in common. So, like you, we like to be outside. We like to go have us some brunch, have us a couple of cocktails, and just enjoy life. So,
yes, yes.
I feel you on that. So, tell me, Taranza, what was your biggest challenge after you rang the bell? Once they gave you the all clear, what has been your biggest challenge these last 2 years moving forward beyond breast cancer?
Um, like I said, I couldn't wait to answer this. Even though I was dealing with breast cancer, I was also dealing with heartbreak. Just getting over that hump as well. Um, I had a great support system during my journey. My cousin, leading lady, number one. I listened to her because, like I said, she had already been through it at 35. We're in our 40s now. So
Mhm.
just like I said, getting back, sometimes I had a double mastectomy. I didn't mention that. I had a double mastectomy and I opted into the implants because I have keloid skin. So I was like, I don't want a keloid. So I don't want to keep, having surgeries doing the deep flap. So I opted in the implants. They've been great. I forget I have them sometimes. Because it looks so normal to me, So again, just regaining my happiness back. Regaining my happiness back. I am a sociable person, so I love to meet people and I talk to you if I've never seen you before. So just regaining self and extending myself grace. That's hard to do because we're our own worst critics. But like I told you before when I first spoke with you, extending that grace to myself. Um and finding something besides my normal profession. That has been, because now I feel like I have a purpose. I have something to do, and it's right at the pit of my stomach, but it would not come up. And I'm
Um,
continuing to pray about it, and just moving forward, just
we're
moving
going to talk
forward.
about that some more because I believe that there's a reason that God connected you and I. But we'll talk about that some more later. Tell us, get
Okay.
vulnerable with us, Tyronza. Do you mind sharing with us about the heartbreak that you were going through?
Yes, I to an extent, yeah, I will. So a 10-year tenure. At that time while going through breast cancer, I can't really tell you, I don't know what it was. But this person decided to criticize me very, very hard. Very, very hard. I wasn't good enough. So, and I didn't know how to deal with that. I couldn't wrap my breast cancer, hearing breast cancer is emotional enough. And I was dealing with emotions, and I'm trying to encourage and say, hey, look, if I'm down, you got to be up. You got to lift me up. Come on. And just trying to hold on to it. And it was not a good time. And we can't do that, because when you're stressed, diseases fester, things fester, sickness festers in your body. And that was just not a good time for that. The timing was off, period, point blank. And my thoughts is like, oh, and I'm human, so please forgive me, but why didn't you do this a long time ago? I would have been over it already. And those things were playing through my head. So it was a critical time, and it was a criticizing time. And I just didn't understand why at that time I was going through, what I was going through. That they chose that. But
Let me ask you this, Tyronza. Do you think that God was cleaning house for you?
yes, yes, I listened to a lot of inspiration. And for some odd reason, like you said, God put us together. That inspiration aligns. Every piece of inspiration that I listen to aligns with my life, or what I've gone through, aside of
Fascinating.
the breast cancer. I mean, it just connects, and I have so much saved on my phone. My phone, like, oh, it's probably like, oh, I wish you'll stop saving all this stuff. But I save every piece of inspiration that I come across.
I love it. So, what I heard you say is even in the midst of your breast cancer journey, you were dealing with some relationship transitions and some
Yes.
heartbreak. And here you are now, smiling, thriving, enjoying life, being outside, spending time with your babies, and seeking out joyous opportunities. Like
Yes.
through the journey of breast cancer, through the journey of heartbreak, here you are still smiling.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Okay. So tell me about the beauty in your breakdown. And what I mean by that is tell me what, if anything, you learned on your breast cancer journey.
That one thing, be yourself. I got more than one. Be
Oh,
yourself.
give it to
I
us,
did.
Sharonda. Don't hold back.
So you know how you sit in and you're getting chemo, and people just walking through. They got on pajamas, they got on bonnets, and it may be a comfortable thing for them. But I like to put my clothes on. I like to dress up. So I didn't dumb down how I went to treatment. I was comfortable, but that's just who I am. I like to put on clothes. My cousin said that she said, girl, she said, be yourself. She said, I would wake up, and this is her, and they would have on her shoes and stuff because she would go in there with heels on. But that's just who we are. We love, to put on clothes. So
Yes.
that's
Adoring yourself. I love that. I like to
yes.
adore myself too.
And they used to fuss at me, Miss Harris, you come in here with that white shirt on. Like, I love white shirts. I love, the ones, the long ones. I love it, right? But it never got messed up. So, just being myself, and not letting anyone dumb you down to what they want you to be.
I
That
love
was
that.
that
So
was big, because I was in dealing with the cancer and the heartbreak. I was trying to fit into them instead of them trying to be there and support me and fit into myself. So, So
Mm.
yeah, don't dumb yourself down to what someone else. Be yourself. Hold on to the love, that's coming your way. And anything that's not of him, you have to weed it out. You accept and weed.
So what I just heard you say, to summarize, is be yourself. Be your authentic self. Don't water yourself down for to please other people. Don't shrink to make other people feel better, to show up in the fullness and the boldness of who you are. Right? I love that. And I
Yes,
also
ma'am.
heard you say to hold on to love, call in love, and remove anything that is not of God, that doesn't look like love, that doesn't feel like love, that doesn't feel like God, because God is love, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I love that. I love that. So tell me, Tyronza, what it means for you to thrive and how that shows up in your life.
Thriving to me, and I wrote a little something about that down because I wanted it to stick. So sometimes my mind don't operate like it used to, so I have to write
Chemo
it down.
brain.
So yes, chemo brain. Oh, thriving is to be resilient. Thriving is to be able to be a blessing to others who are enduring the fight. Thriving is to understand that there is a test that turns into a testimony, and to live knowing that I am here for my children. Driving to push forward to receive all of life blessings and excuse me, and rewards. There is life after. Try it. There is a blessing in the storm. That's what thriving is to me.
Love it. That was beautifully written, Taranza. As a matter of fact, go spin the block and read it for us one more time.
Okay. Thriving is to be resilient. Thriving is to be able to be a blessing to others who are enduring the fight. Thriving is to understand that there is a test that turns into a testimony, and to live knowing that I am here for my children. Driving is to push forward to receive all of life blessings and rewards. There is life after. Try it. There is a blessing in the storm.
I love it. I love it. I actually, okay, I don't want to put all that on the recording, but we'll talk after this. So let me ask you, what are you up to now, Taranza?
So a lot of people posed the question to me while I was going through treatment. Are you back to work yet? I never stopped working. I would take chemo on Tuesdays, and if I could push to Friday to go into work, my supervision had that understanding. Then I would come in. If I didn't feel good, I would stay home. So I never stopped working through my treatment. Every Tuesday for 16 rounds. I was at work, and I'm still working. I am currently until June 25th, but currently I'm at the institutional program manager for the Virginia Department of Corrections here in Virginia, and I was recently promoted to unit management. So I am still employed, and I have considered life coaching because I love to train, I love to speak, I love to talk to groups of people, and I love for them to ask questions and me be able to provide an answer for them to answer their questions. So
I love that. Congratulations, gorgeous, on your promotion. I'm sure
thank
you
you.
deserve it. They wouldn't have gave it to you. Look at God and all these blessings. Like there
Yes.
is life after breast cancer, and Taranza is a true testament to how God keeps showing up, even through the heartbreak, even through the challenges, even through the struggles. That to Taranza's point, and what it means to her to thrive is that there is black you can bloom after the storm. And here she is in her full promotion, thinking about how she can serve others who are on this journey. So thank you, Taranza, for everything that you do. Do you want to share your social media handles or platforms or how people can follow you?
Yes. My Instagram is underscore cookie lions 80. Uh, now cookie is my nickname, and that was also one of my breast cancer hashtags that somebody in the community in the Facebook world gave me, and it was one tough hashtag one tough cookie. So yeah, we use my nickname to the fullest these
I
last
love
2 years.
one tough cookie.
Yes, yes. And it was in Cookie's Corner and Cookie's Crew. So yeah, we use that to the fullest. And I actually have that I embroidered one tough cookie on the back of a camouflage jacket. Yep. So that's my
I
hashtag.
love one tough cookie. That is you. That is absolutely you. So, Tyronza, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to share with listeners how they can find and create joyous occasions in their lives, how they should go where the love is, how they can move through heartbreak, they can move through the challenges of breast cancer, letting us know that God is always in control. God is always dishing out blessings, even when it doesn't feel like it in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for taking the time to share your story and your journey with us. Is there anything you want to say to the listeners before we depart?
Um, go into your fight, and I like to tell everyone this: go into your fight, be encouraged. My shirt says beware, I fight back. We fight back. Educate yourself as well. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If some doesn't sound or feel right, please ask questions. Seek other, other opinions, but don't wait too long. And my YouTube, I'm sorry, not my YouTube. My Facebook is just my name, Tyronza Harris. And join a support group. That support group that I've joined on Facebook was a great help, because you can go into it and you can search, you can type in hair, and it'll give people that have posted about their hair. So join a group, a social media group, and just go and
I
fight.
love it. I love it. We do fight back. We do fight back. And as long as there is breath in our bodies, we can still fight back. I want to
Yes.
share with any woman watching today, don't give up, right? Ask God what the purpose is, right? Ask God to show you what you're meant to do on this journey. And I am a firm believer in a testimony that God will show you exactly where God wants you to be and where God needs you to show up. So thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Thriving on Purpose, the YouTube channel. Thank you, Ms. Tyronza Harris, for sharing your journey and your story with us. We'll be back. If you like what you heard today and you want to hear more inspirational stories like Tyronza's, please don't forget to like, comment, share this episode, right? And we'll be back next week with a new episode. But thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, we love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And y'all remember, we're thriving on purpose. Bye for now. For more inspirational stories like these, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to turn on your notifications. Thank you for rocking with us. And remember, we're thriving on purpose.